So a lot of people starting out in the fitness industry get stuck with pricing the offer. How much do I charge? Am I charging too much? Am I not charging enough? And then when they've been in the industry for like a period of time, like a year or two, they don't know how to put their prices up. So in today's video, what I'm going to do is go through a framework that we use to actually show how we actually come up with what it is that we're offering and then how we actually can price that. Because I think the thing is, you're probably not charging enough, right? That's probably the truth. Or if you have that thought, am I charging enough? Then you're probably just not adding enough value. So if you want to charge more and you want to be worth more, you have to up the value that you're adding to your clients. So what I'm going to do now is jump onto the computer, show you a framework that we use to actually map out what it is that we offer to our clients on a daily, weekly basis, right out to like 12 weeks worth. And if you map that out and see, okay, well, is that enough value to actually put my prices up? Then put your prices up. And if it's not, then you just got to look at ways that you can add more value in there. And I'll show you some things that we do to actually add more value later on. But the thing is, like, if you want to add more value to your clients and you think that you are worth more, then it's the only reason why you won't put your prices up is an incongruency to the price itself. Like, it's real easy for us as trainers to enjoy what we do, to love what we do, but then have an issue with the money side of things. And we take what we believe to be a lot of money and we put it on our clients. So I want to challenge you to say, like, don't do that, because it's their decision whether they buy from you or not buy from you. Your job is to get them the best results you possibly can with the skill set that you have. If you want to up your skill set, increase the amount of money you make, then the skills have to increase and the value has to increase. So let's jump down here onto the computer and I'll just show you the framework that we use. Okay, so if we're looking at this here, I mean, just let me know and I can send through this worksheet here. And what we need to do is to make sure what we're offering is what our clients want. That's the first thing. So we have to still make sure we go through like the niche definition worksheets, understanding who our market is, what they want and what they're willing to pay for. And if we have those things aligned, then everything after that isn't that hard. It's really just like being organized and structured in a way where we go, we know what we're offering no matter what they ask us. So what we do is we can just go script right down here to our pricing offer. And one caveat to making sure we can offer the right amount is go, if you feel uncomfortable saying it, then don't sell it at that price. You've got to get congruent with it to the point where you know that it's excess of what they're charging or they're paying for it. Because you've got to remember, like, you're helping them with a massive part of their life. Most of these people, a lot of these people have been suffering for a long period of time with health related issues. And they've tried a lot of things. And if you actually can solve this thing, it's worth a lot of money. But you've got to make sure that, like, just because it's worth a lot of money doesn't mean they have a lot of money. Like, if someone ain't got money, they ain't got money, right? So you've got to kind of go, it still has to be aligned with your market. And I think that's one thing that people miss a lot. They'll pick a market because they have a lot of money, but then they can't add the value to that person. Or the other way, they can add a lot of value to a person, but they pick a market who doesn't have the money. So making sure those things are aligned. But if we drop down here, what we do is we start mapping out what we do at a high level with our clients on a weekly basis. And if we can map that out, this is how we can grow structure moving forward. So we kind of go, what will you actually do with your clients week one when you first get them? Do you go through a goal setting worksheet? Do you give them, do you log them into like a nutrition platform? Do you give them a training program? Do you go through some postural analysis? List all the things that you do in week one. Then you follow these processes right through to week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. And what you'll find is if there's not much here, then you potentially need to add more. And it's not just filling it up with shit, right? We want to add value. So if you've got things in here that goes, okay, I've got 100 things I'm going to add in here that they're not going to use and there's no value there, then that doesn't really make any sense and it's not actually what they're looking for. But if they've got access to you 24/7, if they've got access to make contact with you, they've got group stuff where they're learning from others, when they've got new training programs that are coming through every couple of weeks, if they've got new nutrition that's being changed every couple of weeks, if you've got the skills to deal with every single wellness problem that they've got with their training program, with their nutrition program, with their stress management, with their sleep patterns, like, they're the things that are valuable. It's not about like, I know a lot about training, they use 10% of it, but I'm real valuable because I know more. It's not about that. It's about what do they need and how can you address those. So the first thing you go, in week 1, if we do an analysis to say, okay, well, they're not sleeping well, and you've got the skills to help with their sleep. Okay, well, they're not eating well, and you've got the skills to coach them through some nutrition coaching plus prescription of nutrition, and then all their training plans. If you've got the ability to help them through postural analysis, if you've got the skills to help them with actually getting the results with their training, are they getting stronger? Are they getting the results that they asked for? If you've got the skills for when their knee starts tweaking, their shoulder starts tweaking, and you can actually help them with this, then your skill set is becoming more valuable. So go through this process and just see, like, where does your skill set end and when does the value end? Then once you've had a look at this, go back up here and go, okay, for my first 5 to 10 clients, and again, we're talking with, I'm literally talking with people who are under 10K a month on a regular basis here. We're talking about these people that are about 5 to 10 clients. You don't have to price something at this price. And honestly, I feel like the majority of people, because of people like myself with coaching models and so on, are telling people to start at 2K because they're teaching Facebook ads and there's a paid acquisition fee to actually get clients on board. But if you're just doing an organic process, it doesn't matter if your first 5 clients are at $300 or $400, $500,000. It doesn't actually matter, because if you don't have clients, you probably don't have much skills here. So you probably don't have the value, and it's going to take time for you to actually get skills. And the only way you're actually going to get there is through clients. So what I would do is go pick the price that you're going to do. So for your first 5 clients, just make this up, but let's say it's $500. Then from 5 to 10, you're going to put that up to say 700, and you'll slowly move up the pricing ladder as your skill set starts to increase. But hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions around that, where you get stuck or you feel like you're not adding enough value and you're not sure how, send me through a message and say, Tom, I want to add more value to my clients. What sort of stuff should I be studying? What sort of stuff should I be reading? And I can point you in the direction to some of the people in the fitness industry who are actually teaching those types of things.